Imagine a world where clouds of vapor swirl around you, masking the truth behind their allure. What if every puff you take is silently scripting your future? This is not just another story about vaping. It's a journey into the unseen dangers that linger in each breath. From vibrant beginnings to hidden consequences, this narrative unravels the tangled web of choices and their impact on your body. Are you ready to uncover the secrets of vaping and its real effects on health? Stay tuned to discover how one decision can change everything. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening stories. In the bustling heart of a modern city, where neon lights flicker like restless fireflies against the backdrop of towering skyscrapers, a new trend sweeps through the youth with the force of a silent storm. Vaping, once a novelty whispered about in hushed tones, has now become as commonplace as the smartphones clutched in eager hands. The sleek devices, adorned with colorful designs and promising flavors that dance on the tongue, have transformed from mere gadgets into symbols of rebellion and sophistication. The appeal is undeniable. For many young adults, vaping represents freedom, a way to break away from traditional constraints while embracing a lifestyle that feels edgy yet accessible. The act itself is almost ritualistic. The smooth draw of vapor, the subtle hum of the device, and the swirling plumes that momentarily obscure reality create an intoxicating experience. Friends gather in dimly lit corners, sharing stories and laughter, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of vape pens. It's a social phenomenon, a shared secret that binds them together in ways words alone cannot. Yet beneath this glossy surface lies a complex tapestry woven with threads of curiosity, peer pressure, and marketing genius. Advertisements flood social media feeds, showcasing influencers exhaling perfect smoke rings, their lives seemingly enhanced by the inclusion of these devices. The message is clear: vaping is cool, it's safe, and it's the key to fitting in. But what remains unsaid is the intricate dance between human psychology and corporate strategy that drives this cultural shift. As the trend grows, so does the variety of products available. From disposable pods to customizable mods, the market caters to every preference and budget. Each new release brings louder claims of safety and satisfaction, drawing in consumers who are often unaware of the true nature of what they're inhaling. Nicotine levels vary, sometimes deceptively masked under labels promising light or mild experiences. Flavors range from classic tobacco to exotic fruits and decadent desserts, tempting users to experiment without considering the potential consequences. Meanwhile, public spaces adapt to accommodate this growing habit. Vape shops pop up on street corners, their windows displaying an array of colorful bottles and shiny hardware. Online forums buzz with discussions about the latest trends and tricks, creating communities centered around shared interests. Young people exchange tips on cloud-chasing competitions and DIY e-liquid recipes, further embedding vaping into their daily routines. But amidst the excitement and camaraderie, questions begin to surface. Is vaping truly as harmless as it seems? What exactly happens inside the body when those enticing clouds are inhaled? As scientists and health professionals sound warnings, the line between perception and reality blurs. The initial allure of vaping starts to reveal cracks, hinting at deeper issues lurking beneath the surface. And while some dismiss these concerns as overblown, others find themselves questioning whether the trade-off between momentary pleasure and long-term health is worth it. As the popularity of vaping continues to soar, scientific research begins to peel back the layers of mystery surrounding its effects on the human body. At first glance, the ingredients listed on e-liquid bottles seem innocuous: propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, flavorings, and nicotine. Yet within these seemingly simple components lie complex chemical reactions that unfold the moment vapor enters the lungs. Propylene glycol, commonly used in food products, transforms into formaldehyde when heated, a known carcinogen that silently infiltrates delicate lung tissue. Vegetable glycerin, touted for its natural origins, breaks down into acetaldehyde, another harmful compound linked to respiratory issues. The respiratory system, designed to filter and process clean air, struggles under the onslaught of synthetic substances. Tiny hair-like structures called cilia, responsible for trapping and removing impurities, become overwhelmed by the constant barrage of chemicals. Over time, their function diminishes, leaving the lungs vulnerable to infections and inflammation. Chronic bronchitis, asthma exacerbations, and even a mysterious condition dubbed popcorn lung emerge as potential consequences of prolonged exposure. Each inhalation delivers not only nicotine but also microscopic particles that lodge deep within alveoli, impairing oxygen exchange and gradually diminishing lung capacity. Nicotine itself plays a dual role in this unfolding drama. While it provides the addictive kick that keeps users reaching for their devices, it also wreaks havoc on cardiovascular health. Blood vessels constrict, blood pressure rises, and heart rate accelerates, placing undue stress on the circulatory system. For young adults whose bodies are still developing, the impact is particularly severe. Brain development, especially in areas governing impulse control and decision-making, becomes disrupted, potentially leading to long-term cognitive impairments. The adolescent brain, highly sensitive to rewards and prone to risk-taking behaviors, finds itself ensnared in a cycle of dependency that proves difficult to break. Beyond physical health, psychological ramifications begin to surface. Users report increased anxiety and mood swings, symptoms often dismissed as unrelated to their vaping habits. However, studies suggest a correlation between nicotine intake and mental health challenges, highlighting the drug's ability to alter neurotransmitter levels and disrupt emotional regulation. Sleep disturbances, irritability, and difficulty concentrating become common complaints among regular vapers, further complicating their daily lives. Social interactions may suffer as well, as individuals prioritize vaping over meaningful connections, isolating themselves within clouds of vapor rather than engaging with the world around them. Healthcare providers observe a concerning trend as patients present with symptoms previously unseen in such demographics. Emergency rooms witness a rise in cases involving severe lung injuries, prompting investigations into the underlying causes. Some attribute these incidents to counterfeit products or improperly mixed e-liquids, while others point to the inherent risks associated with inhaling any foreign substance. Regardless of origin, the outcome remains devastating for those affected, serving as stark reminders of the potential dangers lurking within seemingly harmless devices. Public awareness campaigns attempt to counterbalance the glamorized portrayal of vaping prevalent in media and advertising. Educational initiatives target schools and community centers, aiming to equip young people with knowledge about the true nature of these products. Testimonials from former vapers share personal stories of addiction and recovery, offering glimpses into the struggles faced by those seeking to quit. Yet despite these efforts, misinformation persists, fueled by conflicting reports and evolving regulations that leave consumers confused and uncertain. Regulatory bodies grapple with how best to address the burgeoning industry, balancing public health concerns against economic interests. Age restrictions tighten, warning labels expand, and certain flavor bans come into effect, attempting to curb accessibility and appeal. However, enforcement proves challenging as underground markets thrive and loopholes abound. Manufacturers adapt swiftly, introducing new formulations and delivery mechanisms that circumvent existing guidelines, ensuring continued sales and profit margins. Amidst this chaos, individual stories emerge, tales of triumph and tragedy that underscore the human element behind statistics and studies. A college student discovers her passion for running hindered by declining stamina, tracing the root cause back to nightly vaping sessions. A teenager battles withdrawal symptoms after realizing his grades have slipped due to constant cravings. A parent watches helplessly as their child succumbs to a vaping-related illness, sparking advocacy work aimed at preventing similar fates for others. These narratives serve as poignant reminders of the stakes involved, grounding abstract concepts in tangible realities. Despite mounting evidence pointing toward harm, skepticism lingers among segments of the population. Arguments defending vaping as a safer alternative to smoking persist, citing reduced tar and carbon monoxide levels as justification. While valid points exist regarding harm reduction strategies for current smokers, the broader implications of normalizing nicotine use among non-smokers raise ethical dilemmas. Should society accept incremental improvements at the expense of exposing new generations to addiction? Or should stricter measures be implemented to safeguard future health outcomes? As the debate rages on, communities begin to mobilize, driven by a collective desire to protect their members from preventable harm. Grassroots movements spring up across cities, uniting parents, educators, healthcare workers, and concerned citizens under a shared mission. Town hall meetings fill with passionate voices calling for action, demanding transparency from manufacturers and accountability from policymakers. Flyers plaster bulletin boards, urging individuals to reconsider their choices and seek support if needed. Social media platforms transform into battlegrounds where advocates clash with defenders of personal freedom, each side armed with data, anecdotes, and conviction. Within these discussions, innovative solutions start to emerge. Entrepreneurs develop nicotine-free alternatives that mimic the sensory experience of vaping without the associated risks. Herbal blends replace synthetic compounds, offering users a way to satisfy cravings without compromising health. Technology advances, too, with smart devices capable of monitoring usage patterns and providing feedback to encourage moderation. Apps track progress, connect individuals with resources, and foster supportive networks dedicated to positive change. Education takes center stage, recognizing the power of informed decision-making. Comprehensive curricula integrate lessons about substance use, emphasizing critical thinking skills and media literacy. Students learn to dissect advertisements, identify persuasive tactics, and evaluate sources critically. Role-playing exercises simulate real-world scenarios, empowering young people to navigate peer pressure effectively. Guest speakers share expertise, bridging gaps between theory and practice, while interactive workshops engage participants actively in learning processes. Legislative efforts gain momentum, bolstered by growing public support and mounting evidence. Lawmakers propose bills targeting aggressive marketing practices, particularly those targeting minors. Stricter labeling requirements mandate clear disclosures about ingredients and potential hazards, ensuring consumers possess accurate information before making purchases. Funding increases for research initiatives exploring long-term impacts, fostering collaboration between academia and industry stakeholders committed to advancing knowledge responsibly. However, resistance remains fierce, fueled by vested interests unwilling to relinquish lucrative profits. Lobbyists argue against excessive regulation, framing restrictions as infringements upon individual liberties. Campaign contributions flow freely, influencing political agendas and swaying votes behind closed doors. Public relations firms craft narratives portraying opponents as alarmist or misinformed, sowing doubt and confusion among undecided audiences. The battle lines blur, complicating efforts to achieve consensus and implement meaningful reforms. Against this backdrop, personal transformation stories continue to inspire hope and resilience. Former vapers recount journeys marked by setbacks and victories, illustrating the complexities of overcoming addiction. Support groups provide safe spaces for sharing experiences, celebrating milestones, and addressing relapses constructively. Peer mentoring programs pair seasoned navigators with newcomers, fostering connections built on empathy and understanding. Together, they build communities grounded in trust and mutual respect, proving that recovery is possible even amidst adversity. For those still grappling with dependence, resources expand to meet diverse needs. Counseling services offer tailored interventions addressing underlying factors contributing to substance use. Medications assist in managing withdrawal symptoms, easing transitions toward healthier lifestyles. Holistic approaches incorporate mindfulness techniques, exercise regimens, and creative outlets, promoting overall well-being beyond mere cessation. Accessibility improves, reducing barriers related to cost, location, or stigma, ensuring everyone receives necessary support regardless of circumstances. Ultimately, the conversation shifts from blame to empowerment, focusing on proactive steps individuals can take to safeguard their futures. Choices matter, and each decision carries weight far beyond immediate gratification. By prioritizing education, fostering open dialogues, and advocating for responsible policies, societies lay foundations for sustainable change. Progress may be slow, fraught with challenges and contradictions, but persistence pays dividends over time. Lives improve, perspectives broaden, and possibilities multiply when people come together united by purpose and determination. So, dear viewer, as you reflect on this tale of vaping and its multifaceted influence on health, consider your role within this larger narrative. Knowledge empowers, and awareness catalyzes action. Whether you choose to abstain entirely, explore alternatives cautiously, or support loved ones navigating similar paths, remember that every small step contributes to a greater good. Join us in spreading understanding, dispelling myths, and championing healthier tomorrows. Subscribe now to stay informed and inspired as we delve deeper into topics shaping our world today.